Jeffree Star slept with Kanye West?
I beg your fucking pardon?
Can you please look up Jeffree Star?
Okay.
Get me his number immediately.
Shannon Sharpe is a disgusting, slutted out, geriatric weirdo.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So I've been off the internet for like 2 days and I logged back on just to see Kanye West admitting to having incest with his child cousin when they were younger, up until he was 14 years old, and Jeffree Star finally admitting that him and Kanye allegedly had something together. I mean, this is, I don't even want to say allegedly because it's right from his tweets. But my thing is, Kanye, yo, this whole situation is so crazy because at the end of the day, you'll be surprised how many children go through this at a young age. Because let me tell you, I was actually, the first time I was even introduced to like extra activities like that was through a magazine, and I found it while I was walking home from school on the side of the road. And I mean, I was young, not that young, I was like maybe 15, but to me that was really young. So you'll be surprised how many children actually got into stuff like this because of magazines. And
Kanye West allegedly comes out the closet, and then Jeffree Star comes out the cut wanting residuals. It was rumored a while ago that Kanye West had left Kim Kardashian because he was messing with a well-known popular beauty guru.
I beg your fucking pardon?
Well, the internet did their digging, and they assumed that the person that they were talking about or referring to was Jeffree Star. Quickly after the rumors started circulating, Jeffree Star got wind of it and quickly denied the rumors with a video.
So, I guess some girl made up a whole lie on TikTok, and it went viral, where she insinuates Kanye and Kim are getting divorced because a big male beauty influencer is sleeping with him. So I just woke up just trying to live my life, and I'm like, huh, this is so weird. I had people like texting me, all these news people, like, what do you have to say about this? And I'm like, about what?
So now that the news has come out that Kanye West has been doing things with his cousin, Jeffree Star then tweets the rumors were true. Now, I'm all for speaking your truth, but you had all this time to say it was true. So much so that you made a whole video to deny these allegations just to wait till he come out and then say that the rumors were true. If you want a trend, just say that. I bet you when the dust settles, he's going to come out and say, I was not referring to Kanye West.
Can you please look up Jeffree Star? Get me his number immediately. Now, Jeffree Star is a good friend of Kanye's, and Jeffree Star is, he loves to party. He's got over 17 million followers on social media. Jeffree Star is worth more money than Kanye, they say. He's got makeup, and I've never heard of Jeffree Star makeup. I only know Jeffree Star, who dresses in various hairs, and you know, he's like thin, like twink thin.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's thin, and he's got really loose lips, and he does a lot of, and he spends a lot of time in Wyoming, which is where Kanye, that's all I'm saying, is where Kanye likes to stay. Norman?
Don't look at me.
Okay. But Kanye went on social media yesterday and said, it's over, or free at last. What was his quote?
Kanye or Jeffree?
Kanye.
Kanye? I don't know what his quote was.
No, Jeffree's already said a lot.
I don't think Kanye said much since this story
That's
broke.
not much if you do 3 words. It is over.
Right.
Anyway, you know, congratulations on your divorce. Jeffree, please stop being so messy. Jeffree's like, you should come to Wyoming. It's beautiful here. The mountains are big. Yes! And he's got his own plane, so he doesn't have to wait for Kanye to say, you know, get out. He can just walk outside. The driver is there. Take me up to the sky and off to the next place. Come on, let's move along, please.
Breaking news and gag order. Jeffree Star is seemingly alluding and confirming the rumors that she and Kanye West had a relationship. That pause is because I was trying to figure out in my head what pronouns they use. But let's get into this tea. By now, we all know that yesterday on Easter Monday, Kanye West made the shocking revelation that he had an incestuous relationship with one of his cousins. If you haven't seen it, you can pause the video and read for yourself. This is a tweet where he revealed he had an incestuous relationship with one of his cousins, and he had to tell the cousin that they could not view Corn magazines together anymore. That cousin that he had that relationship with would go on to be incarcerated for unaliving a pregnant woman. But back to Jeffree Star. After Kanye West unleashed his tea, Jeffree Star decided to chime in. Jeffree Star tweeted, "Oh fuck it, the rumors were true." If you're wondering what the rumors were, is that Jeffree Star had a relationship with Kanye during the production of his album Ye. Kanye West was producing the album Ye in Wyoming. At the time, he was having relationship issues with Kim, and Jeffree Star was in Wyoming at the same time. There were a lot of rumors at the time that there was something going on between the two. This confirmation is also opening up the door for the rumors of other male lovers that Kanye may have had in the past. For so many years, people speculated that Kanye West had a relationship with designer Riccardo Tisci.
Gorgeous, though. They're going to, what's Kanye's friend's name as Givenchy? Riccardo Tisci. They went to Kanye's designer friend's fashion show. I would have flown back to California. I'd be like, Kanye, you go to your friend's fashion show.
The rumors at the time were that Kanye kept leaving for Paris while Kim was pregnant to be with Riccardo. But I'm going to do a separate video on this.
If I don't know nothing else, I know that Esquire hopeful Kimberly Noel Kardashian better be on the phone with her lawyer tomorrow morning. I want custody snatched from that father of her kids until we can confirm or deny the story. Even if we can confirm or deny the story, something is weird. Something is going on, and he need not be around the children. So the man whose name we won't use got up on Twitter and was like, one time at band camp, and began to tweet his confession of essaying his cousin from the age of like 6 until Kanye was 14. Now, all of this happened in Chicago, according to attorney Simone Redwine. In Chicago, they have lifted the statute of limitations, meaning that man whose name we won't use can very much still be held accountable for this, even though it was eons ago. And this is why I don't be giving out no plates to the cookout, because while everybody is talking about how disturbing it is that Kanye may have done this to his cousin, Jeffree Star wants to use it as clickbait. Okay, the rumors were true. Now, I say it's clickbait because if it was really true, is this how you come out with it? Read the room.
When I tell you it's been exactly 2 days since I've been off the internet and Kanye has been acting up, exposing the fact that he did the unthinkable with his cousin when he was younger, but also Jeffree Star, and then on top of that, Shannon Sharpe, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, is being sued by Gabriella for $50 million. I say, girl, get your money. If it's true, whatever you're claiming to be true, if it is true, I hope you get every single dime that you deserve. I'm here for it. I'm here for the girls. I'm here for people winning lawsuits. I am here for the mess. Let's get into it.
So, Shannon Sharpe, age 56 at the time, got involved with a wonderful 20-year-old woman in 2023 who on April the 21st of this week filed a civil lawsuit in Nevada accusing him of assault of a sexual nature, battery, and emotional distress. The Jane Snow is seeking more than $50 million in damages. $50 million. This man's career is about to be Jonathan Majored. And no sham marriage to a black actress will get it back on track after the media lynchings that his career will endure. Jane Snow, identified as Jane Doe in the lawsuit, claims she met Sharpe at a Los Angeles gym in 2023, leading to a nearly 2-year relationship described in court documents as initially consensual but increasingly tumultuous, controlling, and abusive. Today, audio was made available that included language of Sharpe threatening to choke, slap, or worse towards Jane Snow. She accuses him of rape twice. Her attorney is Tony Busby, noted for representing plaintiffs in high-profile misconducts of a sexual nature cases. This same attorney is being sued by rapper Jay-Z for defamation. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations. Listen, y'all, let me tell you something. I really don't give a damn what happens to Shannon Sharpe about this, because he knew. Shannon Sharpe knew damn well what was at stake in playing baby doll games with Jane Snow. He sat up there and had a cotton picking good time talking about big black babies and text exchanges, and now he is making videos pleading his innocence. And I have no idea if it was rough play, as he claims, or abuse, as she claims, but I am always inclined to believe the woman. No is no. Stop playing these CNC games. Stop playing these CNC games in the snow. I do not see how Shannon Sharpe's work on ESPN or national television will not be impacted by this, and he has no one to thank but himself and his dumbass decisions.
Now, Shannon Sharpe, I'm not one to kink shame. Actually, I'm lying. Because race play? Hell nah. Hell nah. TMZ just released another audio. And a big black man gonna do what? In public, Shannon? What? And I don't know if y'all role playing or not, but them text messages that came out yesterday where she said that she told you to use protection and she was crying and begged you not to put it you know where, that didn't seem like no role play. And then you keep talking about this is a money grab and a shakedown, but you tried to settle for $10 million during mediation before the lawsuit even became public. That's suspicious. That's weird. And even if it is a money grab, even if it is a shakedown, you deserve to be shook down. Okay? Because that girl was 19 and you was 54 when you met her. Y'all need to find people y'all own age and stop being weird. Stop being weird, because this is getting very weird.
I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharpe. Actually, nail him to the wall. Men like Shannon Sharpe go after women whose frontal lobe have yet to develop, and then when they prove to you that they are still children, it's, how dare she try to manipulate me? How dare she try to get money from me? Why do you think she was fucking with your old ass? No, really. Why would a 19-year-old go after a man in his 50s who she also knows is only here for a good time? Y'all keep doing this. Y'all keep doing it. It keeps happening because y'all have spent y'all years mistreating women. And then because women have dealt with shit their entire life, you're like, that's baggage. No, that's called common sense. Because a woman will no longer allow you to play with her once a woman gets to the point where she's like, wait a minute. That's when y'all want to be like, oh, she got baggage. She got baggage. She got boundaries. And y'all don't want women with boundaries, with self-respect. Y'all want little girls who is going to do whatever y'all want her to do for a little bit of change. You want that phone telling that girl that you're going to choke the shit out of her and that she going to like it. And now she trying to get over on you and you mad. She's in it for money. She's in it for the money. Where y'all problem is, y'all think y'all are bigger than the program. Y'all get so full of yourself that you genuinely think this child wants you for real. Men like that scare me. Because what does a 56-year-old and a 19-year-old have in common? Actually, she's 20 now and he's 56 now. So a 55-year-old and a 19-year-old have in common. What? What do you have to talk about? What life experiences do y'all have to discuss? None. And anytime, and I know men are gonna find their way in their comments like, it's legal. If you have to say it's legal as a way to defend your dating preferences, you're a predator. You're a predator. That's like us saying slavery was bad, and y'all be like, well, it was legal. That doesn't make it okay. It used to be legal to beat your wife. It used to be legal to rape your wife. Does that make it okay? I mean, it's legal. Because y'all love to be, she legal, she legal, she legal, she legal. And then you know what I always find so funny? When men get to, when people ask them like, well, if you had a 19-year-old daughter and a man in his 50s wanted to date her, would you be okay with that? Well, I mean, if he was going to take care of her, and if he was going to, no, you would not. You would not be okay with that. You would think, man, he is dirty. But for somehow y'all can reason with yourselves and think that that's okay. And don't come in the comments talk about Andrea, because I think that whole dirty too. I think age gap relationships, any way you shift them, is disgusting. I think in any relationship where there is a significant difference, whether it be finances or age, there is going to be a level of manipulation. If someone has $0 and someone has millions of dollars, power difference. If someone has decades of life experience and someone barely has any, their frontal lobe, their critical thinking skills have yet to fully develop, there is going to be manipulation involved. And it's not appropriate. Y'all be wanting to date children, because if you just wanted to date someone a little bit younger than you, whatever. But if the age gap is bigger than the person's age, the age gap is bigger than the person's age, it's not appropriate. No matter which way y'all try to shake it. Oh, well, he could teach her something. She could get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. Not some dirty old man that wants to do whatever they was doing. And then also, let's tap into the big black baby.
Shannon Sharpe is a disgusting, slutted out geriatric weirdo for screwing that 19-year-old girl. And I say girl because her brain is not even developed. 56 years old, you started having a relationship with a 19-year-old, and you're talking about she's blackmailing you? I'm not even worried about the claims. I believe her. I'm just going to say that. I'm more so worried about the fact that he got on the internet and admitted at his big, grown, nasty age to having a relationship with a teenager and didn't think that the world was going to be like, that is so damn nasty. And then my thing too, people want to turn it into, oh, he's being taken down because of who he is. Shannon Sharpe is a middle-aged weirdo. He is a loser with money that is pursuing young girls. He could easily go and be in a relationship with an adult woman, somebody that is his age, but he started screwing a teenager, and he wants to cry blackmail because she's releasing receipts of him being horrible and disgusting towards her. You were screwing a teenager. Every single time they try to turn these men into freaking freedom fighters when they're just middle-aged weirdos.
Just like a good old side hoe to creep out of the shadows at the very opportunity to get some attention and some recognition. Here comes Jeffree Star wanting to confirm the tea about him and Kanye hooking up. Jeffree, if you was cool with being a secret back when he was married to Kim, you need to be cool with being a secret now. Kanye done just told the whole world some information that is very traumatic to him and that happened to him when he was a child, and here your raggedy Voldemort head ass come wanting to get in on the action for clout and clicks and views and really to capitalize off of this man's childhood trauma. You dead ass wrong and you sorry as hell. This is what I mean when I say it's a lot of people who just, in my opinion, feel way too comfortable in our spaces as Black people. Because I feel like, now, would you have done this if this was Justin Bieber? Would you have done this if this was another, you know, white pop star, Justin Timberlake? No. No, but you have a fetish and a kink for hooking up with Black DL men, it seems. And so the moment that you could get some clout off of a famous one, here you come. Just how he felt the need to expose that other DL dude, you know, who was married. It's like, Jeffree, you have a habit of, again, being cool with hooking up with these men, but when you want what you want, which a lot of times is attention and clout, now you want to air their business out. No, babe, you can't have it both ways. I also want to add that in the same way Jeffree Star is, you know, airing out the tea, some of that tea was also revealed by Ricardo Chissy, who was the creative director at Givenchy for a while. Him and Kanye were, you know, allegedly hooking up. And Ricardo, you know, took the tea to the blogs or to the news. He had like aired some of it out, and it didn't like make huge waves, but some people did catch on to what he was talking about. He didn't name Kanye directly, but he gave enough clues that you could put two and two together that he was talking about Kanye. It also makes sense why he put Kim Kardashian in that ugly ass Met Gala dress, because he was low-key jealous and envious, like a good old side chick, that Kanye was out in public parading around with Kim and claiming Kim and living the American dream with Kim. You know, the house, the dog, the kids, the picket fence, all of that. The fame, the money, the glory, the status. So he felt the need to, you know, try to shade her with that ugly ass Met Gala dress, and then, you know, try to low-key air Kanye out. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all be so okay with, you know, being just a little romp at night, but when you, again, when you realize that you want more, oh, now you want to be bitter and be shady and be in your feelings. No, you got to pick what you want to do. And this is why a lot of, you know, proudly gay men do not hook up with DL men, because DL men will do you just how they do women that they don't want to claim. And it will hurt you, and it will have you acting out and feeling some type of way. But as Diddy and Kanye's actual preferences get exposed, I hope that y'all are really starting to see how Hollywood ain't nothing but a modern day Rome, a modern day ancient Egypt, and how these men, these DL men, use women for their womb, and then they have their side men for their, you know, fun and, you know, actual exploration. Because, you know, Diddy got a whole bunch of kids, but he out here messing with, you know, the same, you know, ex. You know, Kanye got 4 kids with a hypersexual woman, and, you know, he out here getting bust down by Ricardo Tisci and, you know, Jeffree Star and only God knows who else. Y'all gonna learn. A lot of times these Hollywood men, these DL men, have kids to try to prove that they're straight, or they have kids to use women for their womb, and then they really have their real fun with their actual preference. Let's talk in the comments.
Like I said, they haven't even come to clean the room yet, so don't mind everything in the background. I just cannot find a quiet place somewhere outside to speak, because you guys would have been hearing everything going on in the background. But anyways, I'm back in the room. So my thing is, this whole situation with Kanye and what he did to his cousin, and the fact that he's admitting this on social, there's something wrong with Kanye. Because look, this is something that you have kitchen table talk about, and, you know, you make sure that the person who did that to the child is punished, you know. But my thing is, why is Kanye West posting stuff like this on social media? And why does he seem like ever since his divorce with Kim, well, let's not say ever since, well, at least to me, but ever since the divorce with Kim, Kanye has been like off his rockers. He's been actually acting real strange. But this whole situation about Kanye being hypersexual and all that is not new, because he would always talk about how he had a very bad addiction for a very, very long time to corn. And I believe that's one of the reasons why he decided to date Kim, because Kim is very hypersexual, and she's like, they were like the perfect couple. You know what I mean? And plus her tape and all that. And Kanye has always been into corn stars, and, you know, and wants to flaunt his now wife that he's basically showing to the entire world. But what I want to address is the cousin. Because if you guys like listen to that one part where they basically told you what happened to the cousin afterwards, is that the cousin went on to live his life and then unalive a pregnant woman, went to jail for that. So my thing is, I think a lot of men, and don't come for me for this, right? But I think a lot of men do have this hatred for women, and a lot of the time is because things like this happen to them as children. Maybe not, maybe they don't know how to come out and, you know, be honest with themselves, so therefore they pretend to be in a relationship with women. That is the reason why they would raise their hands on you, disrespect you, and da, because as a woman you should be respected by men, you know what I mean? And men, in my opinion, any man who can raise his hand on a woman or disrespect you, call you out of your name, like B's and H and all that stuff, are men who genuinely do not like women. And the thing is, a lot of time they are battling this thing within themselves where they feel like they cannot be real with themselves, so therefore they have to cover it up by dating a woman and also mistreating her and putting her through hell, because they have this battle inside of them that they do not know how to, you know, they do not know how to basically work with, you know, or confront. So a lot of the time they would hate women because they see something in you that they wish they had. They wish they were able to be themselves like you are. And in this situation, my heart goes out to the family of this young lady that passed away because of the things that this man went through through his childhood. Because at the end of the day, everything starts as a child, right? So if something happened to you, you become really traumatized as a child, it's going to carry on into your adulthood until you actually tackle what it is that, you know, happened to you as a child. And in the Black community, a lot of time children would be touched by family members in the house, and the parents, like the family, sometimes they would know and they would brush it under the rug. And imagine that child knowing that someone who's supposed to protect them now find out about what happened to them and still didn't do nothing about it. And or if they did something about it, that trauma is still there. The child still needs to go and seek therapy. You should still put this person through therapy in order for them to be decent human beings in society, you know what I mean? So not to say what happened to this young man, Kanye West's cousin, is the reason why he went ahead to unalive a pregnant woman. I don't even know if that was his baby or anything, or if that was even his woman. But I think it has a lot to do with what happened to him. And this is all in my opinion. This is all alleged. I think it has a lot to do, in my opinion, with what happened to him as a child. And I think a lot of children who goes through trauma as a child and it's not addressed before they get to adult age where their brain is now developed and all that stuff is going to affect you. But my thing too is, if we go back to the whole Kanye situation, this thing has been talked about. Wendy talked about it a long time, and this is the reason why, like, whenever these things are out like this, I miss Wendy, because Wendy would bring the tea, okay? Wendy runs so we can, Wendy walks so we can all run. That is the reason why I would always have the utmost respect for Wendy Williams, because she had the tea, okay? And Jeffree Star, we been you like, okay, we been you some what's going on with Jeffree Star. And I think Kim just, you know, the Kardashians, yeah, they basically became who they are off the back of Kanye West, because at the end of the day, nobody cared about the Kardashians before that. And I knew Kim knew exactly what Kanye was all about, and she accepted the fact that she wanted to be with him because she saw the benefit out of it. And Kanye also saw, well, I don't think he saw any benefits, but he also saw that Kim was the ideal woman that he was looking for. And I'm glad, like, sometimes, you know, when men are talking about, oh, we don't date dark-skinned women, we don't date black women, a lot of times a lot of black women will be upset about that. But to me, it's like you dodging a bullet, because imagine, you know, because didn't Kanye just post a picture of, like, no, Kim posted a picture of their children, the young one, Saint, oh, not Saint, but the young cute one that looks just like him, Chicago. And she had like milk in her tongue or something. It looked like she was drinking milk, and it was, anyways, but he basically was allegedly sexualizing the picture. I mean, to me, all I saw was a child that looked like she was having a good time, and Kanye was pointing out something that he saw as a sexual thing, because his mind is always on that. Look at how he's basically parading his wife, even though I'm sure she actually enjoyed, because it's bringing her fame and it's allowing people to know who she is, because we know who Bianca Censori was until she got married to Kanye. But I think she go along with it. It even says that, you know, her and her friends, Bianca, would be giving sloppy toppies, allegedly, right in front of Kanye, or to his friends, to Kanye's friends, because Kanye get turned on by this allegedly. Like, just like the whole Diddy situation, that is the reason why Kanye is behind Diddy, supporting him allegedly, is because they like to watch their girls having with other men. It turns them on. I mean, when the first lawsuit came out about Kanye, it was saying that how Kanye actually enjoyed watching her girls get with other men and him watching it. Like, he likes to know what other men's dingling tastes like on his girl's mouth. So I'm pretty sure when Kanye was with Kim, I think Kim, when she was benefiting from it, I think she was basically enjoying all of this too. So when the lady says that Kim should go and get her lawyers, I understand, because they do have young children together. And if your mind is in that kind of space where you're basically doing this to your young cousin when you were younger, you know, children are children, but that's very disturbing that that happened. But at the end of the day too, and also whenever she posts this picture, if the first thing you saw was her in a sexual way, in an actual way, I'm sorry, hopefully YouTube don't catch that, right? Because they're really sensitive about stuff like that. But if that's the first thing you see in a picture of your daughter, to me, is disturbing. It's really disturbing for you to even go that far in a picture of your daughter, right? But the whole Kardashian situation are not that far off either. They, like, allegedly are ex-traffickers, or, you know, human traffickers, and all the stuff, from according to what Kanye said. But we also cannot take everything Kanye say all the time with, you know, face value. But a lot of times when crazy people, quote unquote, because people are calling him crazy, when crazy people say some stuff, sometimes, or majority of the time, it's true. People just don't take it as serious because they consider those people as crazy, right? So the whole Kanye cousin situation, I'm sure, you know, it's a true fact, because why would you say something like that about yourself, knowing that you could go to jail because the statute of limitation is still up? Like, he can still, like, but that allegedly that cousin is in jail for doing something even worse, right? Well, it's still bad. You know, the situation that happened to him is bad, but that is terrible, because that's basically, you know, double murk. But my whole thing with this whole Kanye situation is, I do hope that he gets some help. But have you guys noticed also, I keep saying but, have you guys noticed also that whenever any man that is with the Kardashians stop being with them, they basically fall out? Like, it's like crazy. Look at Lamar Odom. He's basically making a whole doll of Khloe Kardashian and talk about he wants to start selling the doll. Like, what is up with the whole hypersexual situation that's tied to the Kardashians? Not saying it has anything to do with Kanye's being hypersexual. I told you already, he's always been addicted to it since he was a child. He admitted it in songs plenty of times. But my thing is, what is up with people basically going completely insane after the Kardashians? We need to make a video about that, and I think I did, but I need to touch up on that a little bit more, because something is just not something strange. Something's real strange. Hey guys, I'm Jenny, and this is Shameless Plug. So I want to tell you guys about my Crown of Success manifestation book with easy, simple rituals and spells to manifest a life of abundance in your life. And those spells are so easy, even a child can do it. So this book is filled with different spells that I've learned over the years from my family, passed down from grandma and everything. And also those are spells that I've actually tried and I know that they work. So this book not only teach you step by step on the things that you can do that are so easy that a child can do it, but it tells you like the proper moon phase to use, alchemy, manifesting with numbers, numerology, and also the days of the week that best fit for this particular spell. So it tells you the timing of when to practice the spell, the days of the week, the moon phase. It shows you all the colors of the candles that you should be using and different planets. So for example, I show you like planet Jupiter is for Thursdays and the hours of the days that you should be doing the spell. So this is an easy road opener spell. So I know a lot of people like to do like different spell work, but if your roads are blocked, of course your spells are not going to work. So it's good to unblock yourself first and then start using the spell, especially with the new years and the new days to come. And also I have some amazing spells in here. This is a powerful quick money spell. So if you're in a bind for some money and you're just trying to get some money, And I even have some easy, powerful spell to win Game of Champs. So if you are a gambler, now I don't promote gambling, but if you are a gambler and you're just trying to make some money and trying to make sure you win, these spells will definitely help you. It tells you the best days to do it. So it says the best days to perform this spell is on a Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, luck, and expansion. Jupiter is the best day to perform spells that boost luck and increase your chance of success in any game of chance or any money spell, period. It has a list of so many spells that you can incorporate in your life with this new year to bring prosperity. And I even put some bonus spells on here, which for Saturday is a day to do like protection work. So I have a spell for like send back to sender. So I put some bonus spells on here, and then a protection with Archangel Michael. So there's so many spells on here. Removing the evil eye spell, so you can remove evil eye in your money and also in your everyday life. New Year home blessing spell, and I know it's been a few days since the new year started, but you can always do a home blessing spell any days of the week. As long as you need it, you could do it. So anyways, guys, this is my book. It's called Crown of Success by Jenny, and it's available on Amazon, the ebook and also the physical copying. So please grab a copy if you're interested in supporting this channel. This is a way to support the channel and to support me as well for putting out, you know, content every day for you guys to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and I hope you go and grab your copy, whether it's the ebook or the physical copy. I say have a physical copy, but it's really up to how much, you know, your wallet and what you can afford. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah. This is a shameless plug, so just check out my channel, okay? Love you guys. Mwah.